My favorite Japanese drama I've seen. Atashinchi no Danshi. These days, the term homeless has taken on new meaning. There are youths referred to as net cafe refugees, who have neither a job nor a place to live, but who find themselves hopping around internet cafes. One such refugee is a 20-year-old girl named Chisato, who lost her mother at a young age due to sickness. She spent her youth trying to escape from the huge debt her father left her, and her battle with the repossessors unfolded every night. However, her life changed after meeting one man named Shinzo, changing her views on the meaning of family. Shinzo comes from a rich family tracing back to the Edo period, and he adopted 6 good-looking sons with the hope of one becoming his successor, but all of them have strange personalities. Shinzo promises to free Chisato from her debt if she marries him and becomes the mother of his sons. However, a life with these 6 guys under one roof will not go smoothly. Tadome no kiss. Dojima Otaro works as a popular host. Because of a past incident, he believes that love makes people unhappy. He now only pursues money and power. A mysterious woman appears in front of Dojima Otaro. The mysterious woman has a pale face with red lips. She kisses him, and he dies. But the next moment he regains consciousness. He realizes he is now 7 days in the past. The mysterious woman also follows him. Due to her kiss, Dojima Otaro dies and goes back to the past over and over again. Kekigui. Children from influential families in politics and businesses attend the Hayako Private Academy. There, the hierarchy of the students is classified by a series of games. Students that win the games are on the ruling side, and the students who lose become slaves. One day, a mysterious girl, Jibami Yumeko, is transferred to Hayako Private Academy. She looks pure and pretty, but she is actually a compulsive gambler and seeks out the thrill of taking calculated risks. Good doctor. Shindo Minato has savant syndrome. His memory is amazing, but he has difficulty communicating with other people. When Shindo Minato was little, he dreamed of becoming a doctor. He met Dr. Shiga Akira and he wanted to become a pediatric surgeon. Akira was surprised by the 7-year-old's memory of the human organs and he decided to support Minato in achieving his dream. Eventually, Minato graduated from medical school and passed the national exam for medical practitioners. Now, Akira works as a director at a large hospital. He suggests Minato to work in the pediatric surgery department at the hospital where he works. Sashiro no One Room. A girl is just 14 years old, but she endures a difficult life. Her parents abuse her at home and she is bullied by students at her school. She doesn't have a place where she can feel comfortable. One day, the girl is kidnapped by a man wearing a mask. The kidnapper names the girl Sachi while wishing her to be happy. For the first time, Sachi can feel happiness. Alice in Borderland. Arisu Ryohei, a listless, jobless and video game-obsessed young man, suddenly finds himself in a strange, emptied-out version of Tokyo, in which he and his friends must compete in dangerous games in order to survive. In this strange world, Arisu meets Usagi, a young woman who's navigating the games alone. After a dangerous game which tests Arisu's limits, the two set out together to unravel one mystery after another as they risk their lives and confront what it means to live. Love You as the World Ends. Mamiya Hibiki is a sincere young man with a bright personality. He works as a car mechanic and lives with his girlfriend Ogasawara Kurumi. They have dated since they were high school students. Hibiki makes a plan to propose to Kurumi. On the day he proposes to his girlfriend, he slides off a tunnel and becomes trapped. 4 days later, he is able to escape, but he faces a different world. There are no people outside, the traffic system is destroyed, and there are bloodstains on the streets. What happened to the world? Hibiki tries to find Kurumi, Yakuza lover. When drug dealers attack feisty college student Yuri at a party, she's saved by Toshiomi Oya, the young boss of a Yakuza syndicate. Despite her obvious attraction to him, she convinces herself that she's not in the market for a bad boy type. But when they meet again, she finds herself irresistibly drawn to him, kicking off a steamy and dangerous love affair that threatens to consume her, body and soul. Minami-kun no Kuibito, my little lover. Shunichi Minami possesses good looks and does well academically in high school. Chiyomi Horikiri is a bright girl who likes dancing. They were childhood friends and also their first loves, but after Shunichi Minami's father disappeared, they hardly talk. On a stormy night, Chiyomi Horikiri has an argument with her parents over her future plans and leaves home. While trying to avoid the rain, Chiyomi Horikiri wishes that she could go back to her childhood. Suddenly, Chiyomi becomes 15 cm tall. Shunichi Minami happens to see tiny Chiyomi Horikiri. She tells him that she doesn't want anyone else to see her, and Shunichi Minami takes her to his home. In-house marriage honey. Miura Minatsu is a young office worker who finds himself in a quandary. His mother is suffering from ill health, and he believes that getting married will be a good way to bring some cheer to her and help her recovery. The only problem is he doesn't have a girlfriend, so he downloads a dating app and starts looking for potential partners. Another of the app's users is Haruta Ame, a woman who has been struggling to get over her ex and has resolved to dive headlong into a new relationship in order to forget her former flame. The two meet online and decide to get married in a hastily arranged ceremony, barely knowing anything about one another. But there's a hitch. Little did they know, but they are actually workmates. And as they neglected to tell their co-workers that they were getting married, their relationship becomes an awkward secret. Little by little, they get to know each other and start to discover that despite the unconventional nature of their marriage, true love might not be completely out of reach after all. I will be your bloom. Nakamachi Asuka is 30 years old and single. She achieved her dream of working as a teacher by teaching at a high school. Due to a case, she is unable to continue her teaching position. She suddenly begins work at a dormitory where 7 members of an unpopular boy group live. Her job is to do pretty much everything for the group, including cooking and cleaning. There, Nakamachi Asuka also meets her former student Sagami Dan. He is now the leader of the boy band. Even though the boy band hasn't found any success, Sagami Dan is devoted to the group and his role as the group's leader. While watching him, Nakamachi Asuka regains the passion she had as a teacher, and she faces the frustration she holds. Itazura na Kiss Love in Tokyo. At a high school entrance ceremony, high school student Ehara Kotoko, who isn't that smart, notices the pretty boy Irie Naoki. She falls in love with him immediately. Kotoko initially doesn't express her feelings to him but finally has a chance to tell him how she feels. Unfortunately, Naoki turns Kotoko down, saying, "I don't like dumb women." One day, Ehara Kotoko's house is severely damaged by a meteorite. Then, Kotoko and her father decide to live with her father's friend. When Kotoko moves to her new temporary house, she is surprised to learn that Naoki lives there as well. Good morning call. Yoshikawa now stays behind to live by herself when her parents leave to inherit her grandpa's farm in the country. On the day she moves into her new apartment, she discovers that it was also rented to Yuhara Hisashi, a cute, super cool, popular guy from her school. Not only did their housing agency unexpectedly close down, the landlord of the apartment told them that they had to pay more for their apartment than they had expected. With no money and no home to return to, Nao and Hisashi decide to live together as flatmates. Love lasts forever. Sakura Nanis is a 22-year-old rookie nurse. She met Dr. Tendo Carey several years ago and fell in love with him. To meet him again, she studied hard and became a nurse. After 5 years, she finally meets Tendo again, but he has a totally different personality than what she imagined. Tendo, who is 33 years old, is commonly referred to as the devil at work. He is a level-headed perfectionist and often makes biting remarks to doctors and nurses. Sakura works hard to receive recognition from Tendo, and she also expresses her feelings honestly to him. Due to her persistence, Sakura becomes well known at the hospital, and she picks up the nickname of the warrior chick. Meanwhile, Tendo becomes attracted to Sakura,